Laro champion namin, parang doon na talaga naging seryoso na yung basketball para sa akin. Yung first po is hindi ko po alam saan ako na college pupunta, and yun na in-advise po ako at niremind ako ng coaches palagi na mag-work hard ako para once na matapos na yung playing years ko doon is may college ako na maganda, and dito nagland ako sa ENDERUN, and so far napaka maganda naman siya ng school, and yung environment, yung mga kasama ko is mabubuti naman rin, at least na parang may guide rin po ako dito sa college career. I think iba talaga yung high school play style and college play style, and I think na since wala pa talaga akong experience sa college, I'm ready to take on kung anong challenges man na meron, and yun, I'm gonna use it as motivation na na kahit from high school ako na fresh grad dito sa college, I'm gonna work hard talaga para makipagsabayan dito. Una-una is yung pamilya ko, kasi this is all for my family po, for the future na at least nakapag-school ako na maganda, and like also for myself kasi dream ko po na makapag-abot ng professional level, ganun. And everyday namomotivate ako kasi iniisip ko palagi na kulang pa kasi hindi ako kontento kung saan ako ngayon, kasi I believe na everyday we can improve kahit 1% lang. To my future self, always stay humble and always put God first in your heart, and never forget where you came from. Yun lang po.
Hi po, ako nga po pala si Mark Clarence Pianya from San Pablo City. At ito po ang kwento ko. Nagsimula po yung paglalaro ng basketball sa court namin. Kumbaga, wala po talagang hilig maglaro dati. Tapos, yung nanay ko po lagi ang pinapunta sa court na maglaro. Like, maglaro doon. Ganun, sabay yun. Nahiligan ko na rin po. Sasabi ko po sa nanay ko, mahal na mahal kita. Tsaka, salamat sa suporta lagi sa akin at walang sawang panonood sa paglalaro ko. Ayun lang. Love you. Napunta po kay Coach Francis nung nag-tryout po ako ng high school sa San Pablo Collegiate. Then, after ko po ng high school, nag-rekta na po ako kay Coach sa college.
I'm Brian Topacio from Guangming College Basketball. Well, nag-start ako mag-basketball nung grade 8 ako. Bali, late bloomer na rin ako. Then, nag-tryout lang ako sa Batang Pinoy noon. And then, maganda yung pinakita ko. Then, na-recruit ako sa St. Jude College, Dasmariñas. Bali, nawakan ako ni Coach Wilson ako. Bali, kay Coach Wilson ako natuto ng paglalaro ng may sistema. Then, nung patungtong na ako ng college, nirecruit niya ako sa Guangming. Kumbaga, pinadala niya ako doon. Then, nag-tryout ako. Nagustuhan din ni Coach. Bali, nag-tryout ako. Nagustuhan ni Coach Paul. Ganun, kinuha din po ako doon. Then, yan, patuloy na. Ito, second year na. Siguro yung struggles ko noon, masyado kasi akong mahihain nun eh. Bali, nung hindi ko mailabas yung laro ko, nahihiya ako kasi nga, yun nga, late bloomer ako. Baka magkamali ako sa mga papagawa, ganun. Then, yun, naniwala lang ako sa sarili ko na kaya ko. Siguro naging motivation sa akin yung family ko na patuloy na naniniwala sa akin. Every game, nanonood sila, sumusuporta sa akin. Then, yun, doon lang ako kumukuha ng lakas ng loob, tsaka yung sumusuporta sa akin. Siguro yung message ko sa future self ko, huwag makakontento sa kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Mas dagdagan yung improvements ko ganun sa mga susunod na gagawin.
Hi, I'm Jos Matthew Poli from PCU Dasma Dolphins. Actually po, yung basketball po, hindi ko po yun parang gusto talaga. Since the late 2022 after pandemic, mga April po siguro. So nag-try lang po ako and parang nagustuhan ko po siya and nakaka-excite siya laruin everyday. Kaya ayun, I played for it since 2022. Actually, national high school lang po sa province namin. Taga po ako, Pontevedra Capiz po. Ilonggo po ako. Ilonggo po. pumunta po ako Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite po. NCAA Juniors po. Opo. Nung pag-college ko po, first year, naglatran po ako. Then, after last year po, parang pinalipat po ako dito ng head coach ko ng juniors. Kasi yung potential ko lang naman kasi I can dunk the ball nung una. And parang nirecruit po ako nung Lyceum. And nung first 2 years ko, hindi talaga ako like makagalaw. Like wala talaga ako alam sa basketball. I had zero experience. Not until my last year as a junior. So, bale doon, naglaro lang talaga ako hanggang naglaro ako junior PBLs, mga ganon. So, nagpalaro pa bansa ako. Doon ko po natutunan paano maglaro ng basketball in a systematic way po. Wala. As in, wala po talaga. At least dribble, shooting, wala. Dunk lang talaga. Dunker lang talaga. Since lumipat ako dito sa Manila, yung role ko talaga na iniisip ko, hustle player lang and a rebounder lang po. Hindi po ako nag-iisip ng puntos po. Kasi sabi nga ng head coach ko po dati at yung big man coach, yung puntos bonus na lang po yan pag ganyan, naka-offensive rebounds ka, mga ganung bagay po. Una po siguro yung sacrifice ng family ko para makapaglaro po ako. Kasi po, sinamahan po talaga nila ako sa Cavite, like ano naman po, hindi, like biglaan lang talaga na andito na sila para lumipat na din sila. Siguro po yung girlfriend ko din po, nakilala ko lang mga after ng palaro. Siguro lahat ng mga sakripisyo mo araw-araw na pag-isip mo ng umaga, yung pag-extra mo, mag-bloom din yan. And sana maabot mo yung mga pangarap mo. And sana kung ano yung iniisip mo ngayon, ano yung goal mo, sana yun yung ma-reach.
Hi, my name is Rodrigo Andrenescu, 22 years old. Best in College of the Philippines. Una is Rod is parang pinangalan sa akin ng tatay ko yun, which is ENDERUN, si Ron Splat. Kasi yung punang idol niya. Then si LeBron James, surely kilala ng mga tao yun. Pinangalan sa akin yun is kasi 2003 ako pinanganak, then rookie season ni LeBron. Then yung pangatlo, unfair kasi dahil kay unfair Hardaway. Pangalawang idol ng nakakatandem din siya rin yung Orlando Magic. Nag-start ako ng basketball nung 6 kasi parang binol na ako ng tatay ko na to be a basketball player. And doon din ako naging parang nahasabi kasi meron siyang sariling basketball lining camp yung Slingers basketball. And doon, parang mas lalo akong umasa. Ayaw ko pa talaga sana lalo ang basketball kasi nga first sports skill is football.
Oh, okay.
Ay yung sikat sa amin.
Oo, sikat na.
So walang mga field dito malalayo. So ako, parang doon na-adapt ko na yung pagiging bola yung bola ng pasa ko, parang yun na yung talagang minayo. Realize ko rin ang pangit naman na yung tatlong name ko is player. Football player ako. Yun. Parang yung story ng best ko naman is galing mo ako ng New Year University. Junior year ko, na-enjoy po ako MCL. Nawala na po ako ng home na mag-basketball yan. Umuwi po ako ng province. So nangyari, pahinga po ako doon. Like, more than 6 months rin po yun. Then, tawagin po ng tatay, pinagpuli ko ng Manila. Then, parang sinasabi niya sa akin, mas better nga na yung opportunity. Pumunta po kami ng best league na walk-in. So, pumunta po kami, then, parang nakipagsama lang talaga ako. Then, yun nangyari, parang from zero to parang ganun yung nangyari sa akin. Talagang, ilaban ko talaga yung smart ko, ilaban kung nasan ako ngayon. Ang pressure din sa akin kasi, papa po, coach. Then, alam mo naman na mataas yung expectation sa akin. Parang feel ko na nandito na may meet yung expectation mo. Ayun. So, nag-start yun last year. Wala rin talaga na-expect sa amin na maging contender or anything sincerely. Kasi nga, wala ang expectation sa amin ng mga tao dati, wala pa kami sa best league is parang taglagabaan under best league, ganyan. Parang, so nung
three-point shot for Peñafiel. Boom!
Too big, too strong, too good. Out for another three-pointer. Butter!
Not in my house.
After crowning one conference champion in the East as the SPC Ravens won over the All-Fu Phoenix 87-76, we are set to crown another champion as we move on to the West Conference in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. It is the EAC Generals taking on the Adamson University Soaring Falcons. Mabuhay Pilipinas and hello mga kaliga. I'm Anton Ross working alongside Justin, Alfonso, and Justin. Both teams coming off 2-game winning streaks. This should be a great battle for the Western Conference Finals.
And it seems like both of these squads are ready to try and take this Western Conference Championship because the players on the floor right now are very, very exciting to see.
We saw the players from EAC last week, Jude Bagay, Wilmar Oftana. Today, EJ Castillo in uniform. So we can expect the best from the team of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Adamson, led of course by head coach Nash Rosella, on their first back-to-back streak dito sa Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. So they're looking their best. This should be a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, you know, Adamson peaking at the right time here. And let's see if they can continue that momentum. And EAC, on the other hand, they have had a good Season 5. So let's see who will conquer the West.
Nakita natin kung gaano kaganda, gaano kalaki yung trophy dito sa ating conference finals sa Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. And the winner of this will face, of course, the North champions. Pero tignan muna natin kung sino ang magtatagumpay dito sa bakbakan na to between the NCAA's, EAC, and the UAAP's Adamson University. Let's take a look at the ranking. Saan nga ba nakapwesto itong dalawang kupunan na ito?
You know, the EAC Generals alongside the Adamson Soaring Falcons, they've been perennial championship contenders here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup and the Pinoyliga Cup brand. You know, the EAC Generals won the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup Championship, so now they're here trying to get another championship at the collegiate level.
So it is a battle between two champions, the Generals and the Soaring Falcons, looking to maintain their winning ways and bring back some more hardware as we take a look at the first time na naglaban itong dalawang koponan na ito sa West Conference.
Yeah, almost a month and a half ago that these two teams matched up for the first time. As you can see here, an 8-point win for the Generals, but the rebounding category was dominated by the Soaring Falcons. But to counter that, 14 steals a man for the EAC Generals. So it's all about, you know, going down the end game, who's going to perform well, who's going to execute better between both of these squads.
And in that game, it was Wilmar Oftana. He was also EAC's leading scorer in NCAA Season 101. He had 18 points in that game. Of course, his partner in crime, Jude Bagay, nakapagtala ng 16 na puntos.
Yeah, for these two guys to have that kind of performance here in this game as well, that puts them in a good spot because those two guys together in a game playing well, scary sight.
And now let's focus our attention on the side of the Adamson University Soaring Falcons. AJ Fransman led the way with 18 points and he has been playing well as of late para sa koponan ni Coach Nash Rosella. Precious Jonah, yung 11 points na yan, that's not his usual numbers. That's above his average. So they're hoping that he can have that type of performance again.
And he's going to be playing here tonight, so it's going to be a matchup nightmare for the EAC Generals, and I'm sure Adamson's going to try to look for Jonah early in this game.
So we are checking out the previous matchup now sa panig ng EAC, and it was an exciting one against the Benil Blazers. This one went down to the wire. Alan Liwag had an opportunity to win the game, but he was forced to a tough shot. It did not fall. EAC escaped with the victory.
You know, this EAC team, you could never count them out. They have ice in their veins in the clutch. I mean, they always try and find their way back in a matchup.
And this is the statistics from the last match of Adamson University, a 1-point win against UST. It didn't go down to the wire. It was not a buzzer beater of a finish in that game. We covered this game, Justin. It was that big three by Matty Erolon, his first field goal of the game from the left wing, knocking down a triple. He didn't care. He looked very nonchalant after sinking that clutch three.
Yeah, Coach Rosella has a lot of trust in Matty Erolon. They always try to get him the ball in moments like that. So, you know, for him to hit that shot in that game and now coming into this matchup where it's a big matchup to win this West Conference. Let's see how he's going to perform.
Yeah, my only concern here for Adamson, it's been a while since they played here in the Pinoyliga Cup, whereas EAC, it was just last week when they saw action. But it might not matter here because these are two very proud champions about to go at it. And with that said, let's turn it over to our venue announcer to meet the starters of EAC and Adamson.
Good afternoon mga kaliga. Welcome to ENDERUN Titans Gym here in Taguig City for the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5 West Conference Finals. It's EAC versus Adamson live on our official YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup. Let us now meet the starters first for the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. Power forward number 9, Wilmar of Tana. Playing center number 17, Joseph Nunag. Shooting guard number 31, MJ Raymundo. Small forward number 81, Jude Bagay. And at point guard number 88, Kyle Ochabo. Head coach is Gerson Cabiltes. And now for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Playing center number 5, Jonah Precious. Power forward number 13, Hunter Cruz Domont. Point guard number 18, Matt Irolon. Small forward number 21, Earl Medina. Shooting guard number 25, Kenji Cañete. They are led by Coach.
As we have been saying before we went live, the big guns are here for both squads, the EAC Generals and the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Apologies dahil nakalimutan natin itong si Kyle Ochavo. Kyle Ochavo, of course, one of the most exciting players na panoorin when you tune in to a Generals game. Naalala ko, as we see EAC lose the ball here after the jump ball, tinanong ko si EJ Castillo, sino ba dapat ang abangan sa EAC? Ang binanggit niya talaga itong si Kyle Ochavo.
Kyle Ochavo might be the smallest guy on the floor, but he might have the biggest heart. This guy plays hard. 40 minutes of this matchup. He plays 94 feet. He runs his team well as a point guard, so it's always exciting to see him suited up.
First shot for the Generals, Jude Bagay short on that triple try. And this will be the first season for Kyle Ochavo as the primary point guard for the EAC Generals.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see him develop here as the primary point guard. I remember playing against him in a tune-up game. He has a strong body when he bumps you, so it's going to be a long night for the point guards of Adamson.
I can only imagine what it's like to try to stay in front of this guy, Kyle Ochavo. Meanwhile, pasa napunta dito sa kanto, and that's the first basket for the Soaring Falcons.
Great action coming from Adamson early in this game, being able to get inside the paint and kick out for a corner tree.
Justin, Adamson had 11 threes in that win against UST. That was one of the reasons kung bakit nakapag-pull away ang kupunan ni Coach Nash. Meanwhile, MJ Raymundo, so the transferee from Jose Rizal University, getting comfortable right away in his new uniform. Meanwhile, Wilmar of Tana going right to work.
And that's that defense of the Generals that wreaks havoc every time you play against them. Full court trapping, getting steals, running right away.
Erolon binigay dito kay Cruz Dumont. Cruz Dumont giving it to the corner. Back to Erolon. Here comes Jonah providing the screen. Precious trying to stay composed and can't finish. It is EAC basketball.
Great defense there coming from EAC. Great rotation on that pick and roll coverage.
Errant pass by Ochavo. Bola napunta dito kay Precious. Another try. And there you go. Precious Jonah with the finish.
Yeah, Precious Jonah should look to be aggressive here as there's no one that could really match up with him defensively on that EAC side.
Adamson takes the lead here after that sidestep finish by Jonah. Nunag. Bagay going backdoor. Jude Bagay, that's what he does.
Nice action coming from EAC there. Pinch post is Nunag. He has it. Ochavo fakes a DHO. Then the corner guy decides to cut back door as Ochavo fills up that side, confuses the defense and Adamson, and a nice find by Nunag. And nice +1 opportunity for EAC.
Just na-experience ko na yung lagi mo na-experience dito sa Pinoy Liga. Yung pag ini-interview mo tong mga EAC generals, yung guguluhin ka, pagsusuot sa'yo yung kung ano-ano. Last week, naka-motorcycle helmet pa yung ilan sa mga players nila eh.
I saw that. I saw the motorcycle helmet making a debut here at the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. I mean, last time when I interviewed the Generals, there was a sweaty towel put on my shoulder. I was like, oh my goodness, this cannot be happening right now.
Ano naman, mabait naman si, I think it was Kelly Coronel, sabi niya sa akin, Kuya, okay lang ba? Sabi, di ako maka-interview. Here come the Soaring Falcons. Cruz Dumont trying to finish on the break. Another sorry miss. Nunag trying to get it to Bagay. Bagay drowning under the presence of Precious Jonah. Jonah is running the floor. Oh, another sorry miss. That's the third miss at the rim for Adamson.
There's a sloppy basketball coming from both teams here in the last few possessions. A bunch of turnovers. Let's see who will calm down and execute.
Erolon. Erolon passing it to the left wing. Triple on the way. It is short for Medina. And finally, Jonah is able to score.
Now, Oftana was just caught behind Jonah in that play right there. So Oftana needs to do a better job boxing out.
Ochavo to MJ Raimundo. MJ Raimundo is never bashful.
Wow, what a nice one dribble pull up off that screen at the elbow. Very efficient shot for MJ Raimundo.
Ball ends up in the corner. Too strong. Cruz Dumont. Offensive rebound. Another opportunity here to score for the Soaring Falcons. Erolon. Erolon, step back three blocked by Raimundo. Nunag. Nunag able to finish.
Nice bump there by Nunag, then being able to still control his body and concentrate for that finish.
4-point lead for EAC, 11-7. Cruz Dumont. Medina from the corner. And Medina still struggling to find the bottom of the net. Ochavo. Oh, what a pace being played here by both teams.
Well, hindi napapagod both of these teams, but a nice seal there for the Generals, and Ochavo being able to have that heads-up play to try and get it down low to Bagay. So that's the luxury of having a veteran point guard in Ochavo. When someone is already sealing down low, he has the ability to be able to make that entry pass from wherever in the court.
I think this is the fastest I've seen EAC play in the NCAA in the previous season. They had 4 point guards, and it was a merry-go-round for Coach Gerson Cabiltes as to who would start, as we see Raimundo score on the fadeaway.
Yeah, another nice shot there from Raimundo, but EAC just loves to play with that fast pace, especially on the defensive end, trying to rush that offense.
Anabo. In and out. Adamson still looking for those 3-point shots. Oftana makes his move. Oftana. Ball intercepted. Soaring Falcons flying down the lane. Erolon. Bounce pass. Power dribble by Anabo.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Down low in the mid-post. That's a nice move. 1-pound dribble. Then make your angle so that you can put it off the glass. So a nice move there by Anabo.
Anabo had 14 points, 2 out of 4 from beyond the arc in that win against UST. Nunag somehow was able to catch that ball. Ochavo to Raimundo. Raimundo from the baseline. MJ Raimundo has been unreal in this first period.
Wow, he loves that mid-range.
MJ Raimundo transferring to the side of the Generals from the JRU Heavy Bombers. And he is looking like he's been here for a long time.
It looks like he's very, very comfy with the offense of Coach Gerson here in this matchup. But MJ Raimundo just fits in the system perfectly. He doesn't need the ball to score. He finds his ways, he finds his spots, and right there just takes one dribble, pulls up mid-range. I mean, that's the kind of player you want on your team.
When he was in the NCAA with JRU, he led the Heavy Bombers in assists, 3.3 assists per game, and averaged 9.7 points per outing. He was the third leading scorer on that squad. Pacquiao in the game. Perez! Good give-and-go play right there. And now in the game, EJ Castillo for the Generals sat out last game as he was feeling under the weather. Raimundo, nalibre.
Wow, that's going to be all day for MJ. And like we said, he doesn't need that ball to score. He doesn't need to put on a few moves to score. He just catches and lifts in that shot, and he makes it.
You know, most of MJ's shots here are just in middies. And, you know, some people say it's a lost art these days. But Raimundo showing us that you can do damage from the mid-range. And speaking of, nabigyan si Nunag.
MJ playing really, really well here. Doesn't take a shot for himself as a heat check, but gives it up to his teammate in Nunag. Now they have an 8-point lead. You know, most players, after you hit 4 shots in a quarter, you're going to shoot that 5th once you receive that ball. But right there, very unselfish. He drives to the paint, draws the defense, kicks it out. Just good, unselfish basketball coming from MJ Raimundo.
Nung sinab si MJ, sabi niya, ako? Parang gusto pa maglaro eh.
8 points na raw siya. Pwede siya mag-double digits in the first.
Actually, partner, he already has 10.
Oh, wow.
Kaya siguro nagtaka siya. Ako? Pacquiao, meanwhile, hits a 3.
Wow.
And Coronel is able to pull up and score. That elevation that he gets, a big help as we see Castillo here.
This EAC team here, absolutely relentless on that defensive end, waking up this Adamson Soaring Falcons to a rude one.
At napatayo na si Coach Nash Racela to verify the last call of the referee. Dahil, ayun nga, parang tumama sa shin area ni EJ Castillo. Well, at least from what I saw, parang tumama nga sa shin area ni EJ while he was dribbling. But let's see.
It's nice to see that Coach Gerson is here as well with the EAC General. So it's going to be a fun chess match between both of these teams, and it is going to go the other way.
Coach Gerson, we saw a very intense Coach Gerson Cabildes last weekend. So you know that this means something to the EAC Generals, and the challenge is successful. Sabi ni Coach Nash, ref, nakita mo, hindi mo kinorek.
That's the accountability that Coach Nash is trying to get to the refs. But at least they turn that call back over to the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and they get a shot in this possession.
At yun ang pinaka-importante, they got the call right here. Adamson will reset as we approach the last 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Anabo, the Franceman. Perez. One dribble pull-up does not work for Mangaron. Coronel. Bounce pass to Shanoda. Shanoda. Oh, smothered. Jacob Shanoda lost the ball. Anabo, touchdown.
Nice defense there from Adamson, getting Shanoda trapped, double team in the low post, being able to get that steal and push it right away.
4 points in the game for Eman Anabo. Castillo on the pull-up. EJ short on his shot. Balik ang bola sa Adamson side. 1 minute and 30 to go. Pacquiao launches. Halfway down. And a foul called as Perez was crashing the boards.
Perez is going to be a big factor here for Adamson moving forward, especially when Jonah Precious is on the bench. He's the next big guy in line here for Adamson. So he has to be active just like that to be able to get extra possessions for the Falcons.
Mangaron. Anabo on the drive. And Anabo is able to draw a foul.
That's the aggressiveness you want from the wing players of Adamson. Catch and make a decision right away. Catch, you sweep, get to the rim, you catch, you move on to the next option of the play. That's the kind of decision making you want from your vets, and Anabo showing that in that possession. Catches, sweeps right, goes all the way to the rim, gets fouled, and now he has free throw opportunities for his squad.
5 points in the game now for Anabo. Make that 6 after he went perfect on that trip to the line. (21-18). EAC is still ahead. This is Harvey Raimundo. Raimundo gets it back. Raimundo given space, just a little bit too strong on that shot. Mangaron. Double teamed. Castillo with the steal. Castillo to Coronel. Coronel back to Castillo.
That's great unselfish basketball coming from EAC. That is the most fundamental way you could run a 3-on-1 break. Have the defense commit, then dump it down to the open guy.
Castillo gets on the board. Medina. Medina launches from the outside, can't connect.
Great job there by Perez, being able to hustle for that offensive board. Even though they didn't get the possession, that's the activity that you want your big man to play, especially on the offensive board. Crash the boards, try to get extra possessions for your team, and that's how you keep the defense, the defense of EAC on their toes, making sure that they box out and don't allow second chance opportunities.
With 22 seconds remaining, Coach Gerson Cabilte sends in his best scorer, Wilmar Oftana. And Coach Nash Rosella making some defensive adjustments here, sending in a faster lineup. MJ Raimundo, binalik na rin ni Coach Gerson. MJ gives it to Harvey. Let's see how EAC will play this one out. 10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Raimundo. Castillo. Castillo, turnaround, fade away.
Wow, what a move. Couldn't get the finish, but the way he spun to create that space, I mean, there was so much space in between the defender and EJ there, but just couldn't make the shot.
Yan yung tipong mga highlights na kahit hindi pumasok yung tira, ang ganda pa rin tingnan.
Yes, exactly.
Tapos sa TikTok, ikakat na lang yung last part habang papasok na yung bola sa ring. Para hindi alam ng tao kung ano talaga, kung pasok o hindi. Highlight pa rin. The Generals lead the Soaring Falcons 23-18 at the end of one. This is the West Conference Finals in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. You're back with us live from inside the ENDERUN College's gym in Taguig. This is the West Conference Finals of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. The defending champion, Adamson University Soaring Falcons, in a tough one against the EAC Generals. And among all the teams in the West Conference, ang EAC yung may pinakamagandang record, 5-1. Their only loss was against JRU.
being in the West Conference, being in the Death Conference of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5, and for you to have a 5-1 record just shows how well you have performed here in the season.
So they are indeed a worthy opponent for the defending champions as Erolon drains that shot.
That's a tough shot, fading back off one dribble. Way to finish that shot.
So Erolon gets on the board. That's his first field goal. Shanoda had a brilliant game defensively guarding Allen Liwag, who was limited to just 6 points in the previous game. Shanoda. Oh, Shanoda hitting the side of the board. Erolon.
I like the scramble defense of EAC. Every time that Adamson tries to push the basketball, everyone sprints back, everyone checks the ball right away. That's how you prevent an easy score for Adamson. So that's just the good defensive principles that I'm sure Coach Jerson is ingraining in his squad here in their upcoming season.
Erolon pulls up for 3. Sahili could not hold on to the ball. Here come the Generals. Coronel back to Castillo. Shanoda. Shanoda trying to muscle his way to the basket.
Shanoda there needs to keep his head up because there's a strong side double coming his way right away as soon as he turned his head. So that's something that they have to be aware of. Looks like Adamson will try to strong side double every time in the mid post.
Coronel looking for a friend, gets it to Castillo. Castillo, quick release. Shanoda grabs the loose ball, shovel pass blocked by Precious. Jonah running the floor, intercepted by Shanoda. Castillo attacks. Oh, Castillo. Now, what do you call that move? Yung dine-delay ng mga players ngayon.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's called a slow step. I think. I mean, I've seen a lot of players do it in the States and then in Europe as well. Luka does it a lot too. So EJ just, I feel like he's the type of player when he sees a move he likes on a highlight tape, I think he might just try it in a game. I think he has that kind of talent where he could just mimic somebody and apply it in a game somehow.
And that move, the slow step, as you have called it, parang ang hirap gawin eh, you know, especially with the way he was running towards the ring.
Sakit sa tuhod nun. Ako naramdaman ko yung tuhod ko nung ginawa ni EJ yun.
Dapat makapal yung meniscus mo pag ginawa mo yung ganong klaseng move.
To have the kind of stability in your knee to be able to perform that move, their strength and conditioning coaches hold their breath every time I'm sure he makes that move.
24-20, the Generals stay ahead. Coronel. Harvey. Shanoda has been more active offensively. Yun nga lang. Indecisive there. Dangerous pass. Generals throw it away. Jonah fouled, and Precious Jonah is able to absorb the weight and the contact and convert.
Precious Jonah is going to be a beast down low. He's a mismatch nightmare for EAC. I mean, the athleticism, the strength, and the concentration to be able to finish in the paint through traffic. So EAC needs to be aware of that. Try to deny him early. Try to push him out the paint. Try to drag him out in the perimeter so that you can have a chance offensively and, of course, defensively getting rebounds.
Kumagat. Itong si Sealy. And Jonah, very confident. Confident start for him. 7 points already.
He needs to be aggressive all throughout this game. He knows that he is going to be, like I said, that mismatch nightmare. So he needs to seal early, ask for that ball early, and ask for that ball often.
1-point lead for the EAC Generals. Raymundo. Sealy from way out. Wow. I didn't know he had that shot.
Yeah, I didn't know that he could shoot from the outside like that. I mean, Sealy, nice confident shot to try to get Jonah outside that paint.
And look at Sealy. Grab the loose ball. Castillo stops, pops, and connects.
I love that pull-up from EJ Castillo. He was surveying the floor, looking like he wanted to pass, and last second he pulls up, hesitation move into that elbow. Nice shot.
28-23. Cruz Dumont with a finger roll is able to draw a foul.
You know, Cruz Dumont is an interesting prospect here for Adamson. He has the length, he has the size, he has the athleticism, plus the skill. I mean, he caught that ball around the three-point area, then attacks right away, floats in the air, then finger rolls it up by the rim. So he has that kind of skill set. So let's see how he can continue to be aggressive and make moves like that to put EAC on their toes.
We're already at the 6-minute and 48-second mark of the second quarter, and this is just the first time that we are seeing the rookie Clint Bonus on the floor. He was our player of the game in the previous outing, had 13 points in just 16 minutes of action, was perfect from the free throw line, 5 out of 5, and dished out the team high 6 assists.
You know, Clint Bonus is the future of this general squad. You know, Chavo playing in his, if I'm not mistaken, one more year in his playing career for EAC. But you know, Clint Bonus, he's up next. This guy with EJ Castillo and alongside their other young guys and the Raymundo brothers as well. This EAC squad, they have a bright future ahead.
And the entire Generals or EAC community very happy na nagstay. Etong si Clint Bonus sa EAC for college. Alam mo naman, Justin, sa panahon ngayon, there's no guarantee that your top high school stars will stay in the same school for college.
A lot of enticing offers, I'm sure, that are made for a lot of these young guys coming out of high school. So for Bonus to stay, great to see the loyalty coming from the young man.
Meanwhile, Anabo just could not finish at the rim. They've had a lot of those misses from close range today. Oftana na libre mula sa labas. And Adamson able to dodge a bullet there. 29-23. Cañete. Quick pass to the corner. Cañete gets it back. Anabo free for 3.
And that's great ball movement coming from Adamson. On one end to the other. Not settling for the first open shot. That's what you'd like to see from the Soaring Falcons.
And as Bonus was bringing the ball down, Erolon pressuring him and forces the rookie to commit a double dribble.
Now you're seeing Adamson starting to come into their own. And like I said in that previous possession, they gave up a good shot for a better shot. Now defensively picking up full court. I mean, that's the energy you want from Adamson.
29-26 in favor of the Generals. Mangaron. Pacquiao. Pass telegraphed. Raymundo. Oh, what a delivery for Jude Bagay.
Wow, what a pass from Raymundo. Dribbling with the right hand, then takes a pound dribble, gets up in the air a little bit, switches to the left, and a dump down pass. I mean, what a pass from Raymundo.
And Raymundo forcing an 8-second violation. When he was with JRU, he was known as like a microwave type of a player, but dito sa EAC, I see that he has worked on his defense.
And now he's wreaking havoc. And, you know, for him to be able to cause an 8-second violation, I mean, that's just good defense without fouling.
Tsaka kanina, nakaagaw din siya sa pasa ni Noah and then dropped the ball off to Jude Bagay. So, evolving into a more effective two-way player now with EAC, itong si Raymundo.
Yeah, when your guard can defend and score at the same time, that's a luxury to have for the EAC Generals.
Bagay loves to operate from the post. Bagay, Jude Bags with a fadeaway.
Wow, what a tough move He went right, then spun and faded away. I mean, what a shot from Jude Bagay.
And ang maganda dito sa laro ni Jude is both sides, not just the left block but the right block. He's very efficient in scoring as well. Nunag, all the way. What a finish!
Wow, this EAC squad, I love to see these guys play. They play so relentlessly offensively and defensively.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Generals. Umali drops it off for Perez. Great patience by Perez.
They like that from Umali. Nice read. He was able to draw the defender to him. Pocket pass to Perez. Takes one dribble, gets the contact, concentrates through the finish. And, you know, Perez here showing us better movement and better feel for the game in this matchup.
Perez with 4 points in the game. Unable to complete the three-point play. Bonus to Oftana. Right side. Oh! Nabitawan pero naka-recover si Nunag.
Wow, I mean, EAC, nice move there from Bagay, being able to jump, look at an attempt, and dump it back down. I mean, just unselfish basketball coming from the Generals.
At binasa din ni Jude, tumobol sa kanya. So alam niyang may malilibre. Medina, there you go. Earl Medina, the under 18 player for Gilas, gets on the board. Let's see if the Soaring Falcons will try to continue looking for Earl Medina as we see this finish on the break by Umali.
Wow, he turned on the Jets with that play, just seeing that the defense was not set up and he attacks right away.
Coach Nasher Selle calling for a foul kasi nakita nila may iniinda itong si Umali. And this is unfortunate because he just scored on the break.
Yeah, it looks like he might have twisted his ankle there in that defensive play. But yeah, he just turned on the Jets in that previous play to be able to finish right away.
He's holding on to his left ankle. So we're not sure when the injury happened. Napansin na lang natin na the coaching staff of Adamson they were telling their players to foul para makalabas itong si Umali.
I hope Umali will have a speedy recovery.
Play resumes. Bonus has the ball. Raimundo already with 10 points. All scored in the first quarter. And a foul called as Raimundo was making a move to the basket.
Raimundo not afraid of who's in front of him. You know, Franzman switched on to him. Decides to attack him too, but there was a foul called. But that's what you like to see from Raimundo. Not afraid of whoever's in front of him.
MJ gets it to Jude Bagay. Bagay operating from the post. Jude Bagay could not finish. Bonus to Raimundo. And Raimundo, I'm surprised that he missed.
And then right when he missed, he sprints right to the paint trying to get that basketball. So these guys love to crash the board. So if you're Adamson, gotta be aware that these guys are just gonna pop out of nowhere behind you. On the left side, right side, trying to get that ball back for an offensive rebound.
And that spot where Raimundo took that shot, that was the same spot where he made the game winner against the Benil Blazers. Off of a pass also from Clint Bonus. Cañete creating space. Cañete shovel pass to Perez.
Perez starting to look really, really good in this game. Nice soft touch there, being at the dunker spot, ready to catch that ball and go up with it right away.
Bagay wants it in the post. Bagay throws it out to his partner in crime, Wilmar Oftana.
I like the way Bagay tries to create opportunities for his teammates from the mid-post. I mean, you could see that Adamson tries to double at times in this game, and he's able to create right away.
First triple of the game for Mr. Oftana for a total of 5 points. Sinasabi ni Clint, bola daw. Since bonus was sent in, di pa siya nilalabas ni Coach Gerson.
You know, I like Clint Bonus being the backup point guard here right away for Carlo Chavo. He's going to gain so much experience having a guard ahead of him like Carlo Chavo, who's played a couple of seasons already in the NCAA. That's a vet that you want to have as a young guard like Clint Bonus. You know, Carlo Chavo plays the game the right way. Nakikita ko yung mga Instagram stories ni Carlo Chavo. Parati nagbubuhat, extra work parati kasama si EJ. That's the kind of vet you want on your team.
Mukha nga eh. Parang yung pangangatawan niya parang pitbull eh. Kylo Chavo. Well, that's your EAC backcourt right there. EJ and Kylo Chavo. Bonus to Oftana. Raimundo, they go to Bagay in the post once again. Bagay, baseline spin, back to Oftana. Same play, same result.
Wow, these guys just know where each other will be at all times. Bagay just spins, kicks it out for an open three.
And Bagay is one of the rare players na you can throw the ball to in the post and he can move proficiently with his back to the basket. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, halos lahat gusto nang tumira sa labas.
Nice job there with Mangaron, knowing that Bonus is very eager to get that basketball. After he uses the screen, he knew that Bonus was trailing him. Stops a little bit, puts him in jail, has Bonus reach in, draw that foul. So just a nice hands-up play from a point guard like Lance Mangaron.
So Chavo returns as Clint Bonus checks out. Bonus was very aggressive on defense. That's why he was able to, that's why he picked up a couple of fouls. Mangaron good on the first. All his points so far coming from the free throw line. Meron na siyang 3 puntos. (43-38) in favor of the Generals.
And that's the veteran savviness of Carlo Chavo there, knowing that they're going to pick him up full court. He changes speeds a couple of times, slows it, then speeds it up, trying to get Cañete to really reach in and foul him. And he was able to get that foul called, and now he's at the free throw line.
Ang pinakamahirap agawan na player, arguably, sa collegiate basketball, Kylo Chavo, dahil napakababa ng dribble niyan at napakabilis pa.
And the fact that he's already has a disadvantage height-wise, he still plays very low. Like, he dribbles the ball low, he gets in his stance low, so absolutely right about that one. Very hard to steal a ball from a guy that plays low at his height already.
Franzman, dangerous pass. Mangaron throws it out. A wild cross-court pass to Cañete. Cañete off the mark. And because the Generals are in the penalty, that's going to be 2 free throws.
You know, this EAC squad, their knack for that basketball is what you want to see in a basketball team. They believe every ball that misses that rim, they have a chance of getting. I mean, that's the mentality that you would want to have in a team like EAC, where they have a lot of guys that are tough, high motor, has that knack for that basketball. So, you know, Coach Gerson and what he's done to this program, absolutely impressed.
Precious Jonah, meanwhile, 8 points in the game already. And the assignment of Jacob Shanoda, another tough one. He goes from guarding Alan Liwag to guarding Precious Jonah. Five-point lead for the Generals. Shanoda. 12 on the shot clock. Ochavo to Raimundo. Raimundo, quick release. 12 puntos na para kay MJ Raimundo. Anabo. Mangaron to Jonah. Jonah gets it back. Jonah. Oh, ilang beses nang bitawan pero naka-recover. And Fransman finds a way to score. Ochavo. Shanoda has to shoot it. And that will do it for the first half. What a wild finish.
You like to see this from Adamson, not, being discouraged. A third down to the EAC Generals early in this game. Fransman finding that goal right there at the end of this quarter.
There's that shot. His first made basket of the game, AJ Fransman, and that's what happened after Precious Jonah lost control of the ball multiple times. On the last second, found Fransman for the basket. 47 for EAC, 43 for Adamson. This is the West Conference Finals in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
My name is TAGUIG and I'm from ENDERUN Colleges. I first started playing basketball siguro mga 4 years old, and I fell in love with basketball kasi yung papa ko po ay basketball player, and sama ako sa kanya palagi sa kahit anong laro niya, kahit timeout man, magsushoot ako sa court kahit timeout lang ng game nila. So parang doon talaga nahulog na love ko talaga yung basketball. Bilang lalaki rin sa pamilya, parang doon talaga ako na-hook na parang na-idolize ko talaga yung tatay ko na gusto ko rin maglaro ng basketball. First, sinabi niyo, fun lang, pero nung nag-grade 11 po ako is nakuha po ako ni Coach Jess. Shoutout po kay Coach Jess. And kinuha niya po ako sa Ateneo de Davao, and blessing po yun kasi yung old school ko po is nabenta. And so yun, nag-try out ako ng iba't ibang school sa Davao, and eventually nakuha niya ako. And nag-start na siya seriously nung lagi lang nag-grind, and yung resulta is panalo, champion. And after nung palaro champion namin, parang doon na talaga naging seryoso na yung basketball para sa akin. Yung first po is hindi ko po alam saan ako na college pupunta, and yun na in-advise po ako at niremind ako ng coaches palagi na mag-work hard ako para once na matapos na yung playing years ko doon is may college ako na maganda. And dito nagland ako sa ENDERUN, and so far maganda naman siya ng school, and yung environment, yung mga kasama ko is mabubuti naman din. At least na parang may guide rin po ako dito sa college career. I think iba talaga yung high school play style and college play style, and I think na since wala pa talagang experience sa college, I'm ready to take on kung anong challenges man na meron, and yun, I'm gonna use it as motivation na na kahit from high school ako na fresh grad, dito sa college, I'm gonna work hard talaga para makipagsabayan dito. Una-una is yung pamilya ko kasi this is all for my family po, for the future na at least nakapag-school ako ng maganda, and like also for myself kasi dream ko po na makapag-abot ng professional level, ganun. And everyday namomotivate ako kasi iniisip ko palagi na kulang pa kasi hindi ako kontento kung saan ako ngayon, kasi I believe na everyday we can improve kahit 1% lang. To my future self, always stay humble and always put God first in your heart. Never forget where you came from. Yun lang po.
Hi po, ako nga po pala si Mark Clarence Pianya from San Pablo City. At ito po ang kwento ko. Nagsimula po yung paglalaro ng basketball sa court namin. Kumbaga, wala po talagang hilig maglaro dati. Tapos, yung nanay ko po lagi yung pinapunta sa court na maglaro. Like, maglaro doon. Ganun, sabay yun. Nahiligan ko na rin po. Sasabi ko po sa nanay ko, mahal na mahal kita. Tsaka, salamat sa suporta lagi sa akin at walang sawang panonood sa paglalaro ko. Yun lang. Love you. Napunta po kay Coach Francis nung nag-tryout po ako ng high school sa San Pablo Collegiate. Then, after ko po ng high school, nag-rekta na po ako kay Coach sa college.
I'm Brian Topacio from Pinoyliga College basketball. Well, nag-start ako mag-basketball nung grade 8 ako. Bali, late bloomer na rin ako. Then, nag-tryout lang ako sa Batang Pinoy noon, and then maganda yung pinakita ko. Then, na-recruit ako sa St. Jude College, Dasmariñas. Bali, nawakan ako ni Coach Wilson ako. Bali, kay Coach Wilson ako natuto ng paglalaro ng may sistema. Then, nung patungtong na ako ng college, nirecruit niya ako sa Guangming. Kumbaga, pinadala niya ako doon. Then, nag-tryout ako. Nagustuhan din ni Coach. Bali, nag-tryout ako. Nagustuhan ni Coach Paul. Ganon, kinuha din po ako doon. Then, yun, patuloy na. Ito, second year na. Siguro yung struggles ko noon, masyado kasi akong mahihain nun eh. Bali, nung hindi ko mailabas yung laro ko, nahihiya ako kasi nga, yun nga, late bloomer ako. Baka magkamali ako sa mga papagawa, ganun. Then, yun, naniwala lang ako sa sarili ko na kaya ko. Siguro naging motivation sa akin yung family ko na patuloy na naniniwala sa akin. Every game, nanonood sila, sumusuporta sa akin. Then, yun, doon lang ako kumukuha ng lakas ng loob, tsaka yung sumusuporta sa akin. Siguro yung message ko sa future self ko, huwag makakontento sa kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon. Mas dagdagan yung improvements ko ganun sa mga susunod na gagawin.
Hi, I'm Jos Matthew Poli from PCU Dasma Dolphins. Actually po, yung basketball po, hindi ko po yun parang gusto talaga. Since the late 2022 after pandemic, mga April po siguro. So nag-try lang po ako and parang nagustuhan ko po siya and nakaka-excite siya laruin everyday. Kaya ayun, I played for it since 2022. Actually, National High School lang po sa province namin. Tagano po ako, Pontevedra Capiz po. Ilonggo po ako. Pumunta po ako Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite po. NCAA Juniors po. Opo. Nung pag-college ko po, first year, naglatran po ako. Then, after last year po, parang pinalipat po ako dito ng head coach ko ng juniors. Kasi yung potential ko lang naman kasi I can dunk the ball nung una. And parang nirecruit po ako nung Lyceum. And nung first 2 years ko, hindi talaga ako like makagalaw. Like wala talaga ako alam sa basketball. I had zero experience. Not until my last year as a junior. So, bale doon, naglaro lang talaga ako hanggang naglaro ako junior PBLs, mga ganon. So, nagpalaro pa bansa ako. Doon ko po natutunan paano maglaro ng basketball.
You're back with us live from ENDERUN College's gym in Taguig for the West Conference Finals between the the defending champion Adamson Soaring Falcons and the EAC Generals. Justin, what stands out for you here with the numbers we are seeing right now?
You know, the field goal making of EAC is the one that really hands them this 4-point lead, but in every other category, it's practically the same. You know, free throws, Adamson a little bit with a little bit of a more of an advantage, but turnovers, steals, the same. So let's see here. You know, both of these squads, you can see it's just a back and forth battle. Both of these teams, defensively, offensively. On the offensive end, it's EAC making more mid-range shots. Adamson, on the other hand, moving that ball more, but hitting more three-pointers or one more three-pointer. So, you know, but Adamson getting to the line more often, so that means they're more aggressive. They're getting to the paint more often versus Jonah wreaking havoc in the paint. So it's just going to be a battle down the stretch here. Who's going to execute better offensively? Who's going to get more stops? That's who's going to win the game.
Ay, ang ganda ng pinapakita ni Precious ngayon. 9 points so far. That 1-point win. Hindi nakapag-tune in kanina. Meron po tayong trophy celebration after this game. Kanina, the SPC Ravens were awarded the trophy over the All-Fu Phoenix, 87-76. And after this, we will see who will rule the Western Conference. Castillo on the pull-up, blocked. And Jonah comes up with a rebound. Erolon. Jonah posting up Shanoda. Erolon. Medina, the rookie against the sophomore. Medina, shooter versus shooter. Nadepensahan siya doon ni EJ Castillo. Medina throws the ball out to the right wing. Triple on the way does not work, and Jonah could not hold on to the ball.
And look at Carlo Chavo being the recipient of that Jonah fly-in. I mean, Chavo just held on to his head being hit after, but that just shows the toughness of Chavo. He's in there. He's in the paint, being the smallest guy on the floor. He's trying to battle for that rebound. So that's the kind of veteran leadership you want from your point guard.
Yep, not afraid to mix it up. Carlo Chavo. Strong start para kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Bagay, Castillo, and Oftana, the big three on the floor, along with Ochavo and Shanoda. Ngayon naman, may kita natin. Oftana posting up. Oftana to Shanoda. Drop pass, and that pass too low, even for a guy like Ochavo.
Great defense coming from Adamson there, not fouling, even though it was a little bit of a scramble, especially down low in the paint. So that's the kind of defense you want Adamson to play. Aggressive, but not fouling.
Cruz Dumont. Baseline drive. Erolon. Erolon to Jonah. Jonah drops the hammer.
Oh my goodness, Jonah mad at the rim. Nice dive after that screen, and that's what the action that you want Jonah to be making.
Soaring Falcons energized by that dunk by Jonah. And Erolon is setting up this two-man game. Erolon. And Jonah saves it. Yun nga lang, his teammate not in position. Ochavo lays it up and in.
Nice heads-up play by Ochavo, knowing that Jonah was still back on the other side of the court. Decides to attack right away, knowing that there's no big man down in the paint.
Cruz Dumont flips it up. Oftana throws it up ahead to Bagay. Bagay is fouled by Erolon.
You know, that's a good move when you're in a fast break and you see someone flying in, trying to get a deflection, is that you put the ball up high so that you can protect it. Because if you put it low, very easy to get that strip. But if you put it high, more chance for you to draw that foul.
Eman Anabo and Noah Pacquiao checking in right away here in the third. That's ating mga kaliga who just tuned in as well. Matty Montebon, one of the point guards of Coach Nasher Sela is here but in street clothes as he's feeling under the weather. Parang si EJ Castillo last week. So unfortunate for Adamson, but they'll have to find a way to do it without one of their floor generals. Bagay unable to convert on the second free throw. Pacquiao. Jonah, spin move. Jonah again! Attacking the basket with reckless abandon.
Oh my goodness. I mean, just one spin move to the rim, then flies in. He could have definitely dunked down if he wanted to, but he just puts it right inside the rim. I mean, like we said earlier in the broadcast, he's going to be a mismatch nightmare. And if Adamson can find him more often in places he likes it at, he's going to be able to attack and score for them.
13 markers for Precious Jonah. He picked a good day to be dangerous. 49-48, isa na lang ang lamang ng EAC. Castillo. Ochavo. That's good defense, staying in front of Kyle Ochavo.
Yeah, Lance Mangaro just keeping his hands up, moving laterally, side to side against Ochavo. You know, that's just good defense. Keep your hands up, especially against a guy like Kyle Ochavo. Try to show your length over him and be able to absorb the bumps that Ochavo tries to create.
Adamson with a chance to take the lead here. They've been trailing for majority of this game. Anabo. Cross-court pass. Mangaron. Mangaron kontra Ochavo. Mangaron. Anabo for three. Good line. Castillo stepping on the brakes. Ochavo to Oftana. Oftana. Bounce pass. Shanoda could not hold on.
You know, you like the scramble defense of Adamson right now. They're starting to see what kind of sets EAC likes to run. And now they're in the gaps. They're in the passing lanes. They know that they love bounce passes to their bigs. So they're in there scrambling for that ball, wreaking havoc against EAC.
Tinawagan ng foul doon si AJ Fransman. So mananatili ang bola dito sa EAC. Castillo fakes, fires, and scores.
I mean, what a nice move there coming from EJ Castillo. Coming off a screen, goes 1-2, puts his head up, little head fake, then one dribble into space and shoots for a mid-range J. So just a nice fundamental move from EJ Castillo.
7 points for EJ Kobe ng Imus Castillo.
Love that nickname for him.
Parami ng parami yung mga players na binansagan ng ganon after an NBA player. Oh, Shanoda. Shanoda is establishing a reputation as a big man stopper here. Castillo, nalibre, and he makes them pay.
Wow, I mean, nice look off there by EJ Castillo off those screens. And as soon as he saw the defense go to the roller, he just pulls up for that shot. I mean, just good reading of the defense there of EJ Castillo.
EJ Castillo, his first made triple of the game. Castillo, not really known as a three-point shooter in NCAA season 101. He was only 4 for 20 from beyond the arc for the whole season. So perhaps something that he's working on, extending his range. Fransman. Jonah. Jonah gives it to Mangaron. Mangaron. Oh, too strong on the spin. Bagay. Bagay from the free throw line. And the Soaring Falcons get to the basketball. Medina changed his mind. Anabo. Medina for three. Offline. Nunag on the post-up. Shanoda fakes, drives. Shanoda rejected by Jonah.
Wow, great defense from Jonah there. Not biting on that first fake, then as soon as the ball released, he was just there, outstretched hand, tips it out. So a good block there from Jonah.
An extreme defensive play brought to you by Extremely Sweets. Well-deserved breather now for Precious Jonah after erupting here in the third period with a dunk and an emphatic rejection.
I like that last play of Carlo Chavo rejecting the screen and trying to put pressure on the defense of ENDERUN.
They go inside. Shanoda lost control. Medina. Perez in the post. Perez baseline spin. Perez to Fransman. Fransman floater from the free throw line.
Nice job there by Perez, being able to stay patient in the mid post, then finds Fransman just lurking by the free throw line area, and Fransman with a nice shot.
Ochavo fouled as he tried to split the D. MJ Raimundo to Nunag. Raimundo has not scored here in the third after scoring 12 in the first half. Ochavo denied by Medina.
I like the defense there of Medina, not giving up on the play. He gets beat by the first step of Ochavo, but he stays trailing, and as soon as Ochavo tries to go up for that shot, just timed it perfectly for that rejection.
So Medina showing us his defense. Castillo short on that baseline shot.
Same out of bounds play coming from EAC there. That screen for Castillo, and Castillo going to the corner. And Adamson there didn't read it right. It gave EJ Castillo a free shot, but good thing he missed.
Raimundo brothers now on the floor at the same time, along with their prized rookie, Clint Bonus. Bonus to MJ. MJ nabitawan ng bola. Anabo. Anabo, difficult finish.
Nice finish there for Anabo, being able to use his body to shield him from getting blocked. Takes the contact and finishes for two.
11 points in the game now for Eman Anabo. Shanoda to Raimundo. Raimundo throws it over to the other side. Bonus, they have to shoot. Clint Bonus throws it up and in. How?
Oh my goodness, what a shot from Bonus. That absolutely surprised me that it went in. He just throws it up and it goes in.
Even he was surprised. He was smiling. Pero may sagot agad ang Adamson. Anabo now with 14 points. Wow. Nagsasagutan ang dalawang koponan. 57-55. Raimundo. Oh, it's been a dry spell for MJ Raimundo after that sizzling start. Medina. Long cross-court pass. Cañete, baseline drive, and Cañete can't finish. Bonus has the ball. Bonus running wild. And he draws a foul.
You know, that's what's good about having a speedy point guard like Clint Bonus. You know, he's able to put pressure on the defense of Adamson to stop the ball. Even if they try to stop the ball, he has that third gear to be able to push past that initial defender. And right there, AJ Franzman is caught in that third gear, reaches in, draws that foul, and now he's going to be shooting free throws.
I'm still not over that three-pointer he hit. Bro, he had a hand, I think 2 hands in his face when he made that.
And it wasn't like his normal shooting form. Parang tinapon niya lang talaga towards the rim. That's what it looked like from this angle.
And that was his first field goal of the game. Again, he's coming off a 13-point outing. And he was player of the game as well. So 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Last game, he was perfect, 5 out of 5. Franzman to Cruz Dumont, almost a steal for MJ Raimundo. Franzman. Cruz Dumont. AJ. Franzman makes his move, stolen away. Harvey for 3, and Raimundo hits from the outside.
The confidence of these young guys to be able to stop and pop on a fast break 3, that just shows the green light they have from Coach Gerson. I mean, wow, I mean, that's just a confident shot to be pulling up on a fast break.
That's the 3rd triple in the quarter for EAC. Franzman in and out. And Nunag comes up with the board. Nunag, EAC's unsung hero. Nunag shoots a 3. And Franzman comes up with the board. EAC with 6 threes as a team, Adamson just 5. 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Franzman pulls up for 3, no go. And MJ Raimundo comes up with a board. Clint Bonus has the ball. Chance for the last shot here in the 3rd. Clint Bonus, the rookie, scoring all of his 7 points in the 3rd period.
You heard Coach Gerson right there in the last few seconds to clear out and give Bonus the ball and let him go to work, and it paid off to perfection. Just one move and go for the finish.
EAC outscoring Adamson 16-12 in the period and ending the quarter on a 6-0 run. 4th quarter coming right up. This is the finals of the West Conference in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Finals of the West Conference here in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5. The Adamson Soaring Falcons, defending champions, against the EAC Generals. Generals have proven to be the best team so far in this season's West Conference, 5-1 record. Adamson with a 4-2 record. Both teams coming into this game having won back-to-back. Anabo, they need this one. Big three to start the period, Justin.
Yeah, you hear the assistant coaches of the bench of Adamson saying spacing, spacing, spacing. So that's the spacing that you want. Nice spacing there to be able to get that corner three.
17 points to lead all scorers. Eman Anabo. And Coronel finds a way to get that ball past Jonah. And Jonah back on the floor and doing damage once more. 16 markers for number 5. 65 to 60, and they force a turnover there.
Bonus there saying sorry right away. Trying to reject that screen and go the opposite way where you could have just used the screen and maybe have him a better opportunity.
65 to 60. Ang dami pang pwedeng mangyari dito. Raimundo with a steal though. MJ Raimundo.
Wow. Unafraid there of the running precious Jonah trying to get that rejection there. Just puts it up high off the glass to protect himself.
First field goal of the half for MJ Raimundo. Jonah, offensive rebound. Erolon has the ball. Back to Precious. And the whistle was blown as he was moving backwards.
EAC here trying to have that strong side double when Jonah gets the ball in the low post. Coach Jerson a little bit heated at Bonus there not being able to recognize the game plan. So expect now for Jonah to be strong side doubled every time he gets it in the low mid post.
8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the fourth. This is the finals of the West Conference. Anabo pulls up for three. EAC with the chance to create more separation here. Nunag throws it out to Raimundo. Raimundo from the elbow over Jonah. Oh my. The Generals just outworking the Soaring Falcons right now.
You know, they pulled out Jonah to the perimeter and great job crashing the board offensively there for EAC. That's just what you need to do and what you should do when the big man is out playing defense in the perimeter.
Timeout, Adamson. It is back to the biggest lead of the game. It is at 9 right now. The EAC Generals lead the Adamson Soaring Falcons. And they have established this lead without their top 2 scorers on the floor, as Wilmer Oftana and Jude Bagay have been on the bench the past several minutes.
It just shows how strong this EAC team is. I think they're more than their top 2 scorers. They play hard every time. Whoever has the best shot, they'll take it. And on defense, they play 100%.
Jonah. Set play coming off the timeout. 18 markers for Jonah, but he is huffing and puffing right now. Oh, Nunag was not ready for that pass. Triple on the way, short. Adamson living and dying with the 3. Raimundo. This is Harvey Raimundo. Emergency pass to Bonus. Nunag. Raimundo from the corner, no go.
There's going to be a foul, I think, on Harvey.
Sayang yon kasi put back opportunity yun eh. Na libreng-libre para kay MJ. So Adamson with a lucky break there, but Wilmar Ofdana and Jude Bagay now return for EAC.
It's now about the defense here for Adamson. You know, they got to contain those top two scorers if they're going to come back in this game.
Erolon. Jonah. Jonah cannot finish, and the ball will go back to EAC.
A nice take, though, from Jonah there, putting pressure on the defense of the big man of EAC.
Erolon checks out Earl Medina. Returns here. Let's see if Medina can provide a spark for Adamson. Bonus to Oftana. Raymundo. Raymundo denied by Precious Jonah.
Great help defense coming from Precious Jonah there. Seeing that Raymundo sweeps opposite of the screen. Raymundo sees that Cañete was starting to cheat over. So he sweeps opposite, drives baseline. And as soon as that happened, Jonah was ready. He was there for the help side defense. He was able to jump up as soon as Raymundo went up with it. And he was able to get the rejection.
I think I'm hearing a heavy downpour.
Mukhang di muna ako uuwi pagkatapos ng larong to.
May mga laban pa, di ba, pagkatapos nito?
Yes, there's a Juniors Cup game.
Juniors, ayun. So, pagkatapos ng dalawang conference finals, may basketball pa. Pero sa juniors naman. Now, just Adamson has been desperately trying to claw back into this game, but every time they get close to within a point or 2 points, nakapag-pull away yung EAC. Anong kailangan gawin ng Soaring Falcons to overtake these Generals?
I think Adamson needs to take care of the basketball. I think they're giving way too many extra possessions to the EAC Generals. You know, they're giving up second chance opportunities. They're not taking care of the basketball. They're not maximizing opportunities on the offensive end. And they're a little flat on the defensive end as well. They have to pick up the intensity a little bit more. It's just Precious Jonah that has really been the anchor on the defensive end. Their guards need to stop that initial drive from the Generals.
Bagay, free for three. And that's going to be a jump ball situation. Possession arrow points in favor of EAC. Kaya naman mananatili ang bola dito sa mga General. And now the vets are in. Well, si Ochavo ang vet. Si Castillo, sophomore vet. Kasi parang veteran na rin yung tinuturing nila dito kay EJ Castillo. Maski sophomore pa lang yan. Six minutes and 2 seconds. That's the time remaining here in the fourth. Castillo throws it out. Ochavo for three. And that's a rebound for Anabo. Medina throws it to the corner, back to Earl. Jonah, hand off to Medina. Medina throws it to the corner, Cañete to Medina, swings it to Anabo. Anabo for three. Cruz Dumont, back to Anabo. Anabo, no foul called. Oftana. Oftana. Wow, great body control by Wilmar.
Wow, what a shot from Wilmar Oftana. A bump into a one-legged shot. I mean, what a move from Wilmar.
10 puntos na para kay Wilmar Oftana. Medina. Medina to Cruz Dumont. Medina from way out. And EAC with another stop. Another empty possession for ADU. Oftana. Oftana from the elbow. Oh no. That was 3 Adamson players going for the ball, and they tapped the ball out of play.
And that's what we're talking about. They're giving up way too many extra possessions to EAC, and EAC always loves to take advantage of these extra tries. So Adamson really needs to get the first rebound off a miss of EAC.
Ochavo to Castillo. Castillo. And Castillo gets the lucky bounce. 12 points for EJ.
EJ loves the mid-range. One dribble pull-up once again. That's his favorite move.
Cruz Dumont. Anabo. Adamson's got to make something happen here. Dahil paubos na ang oras. Erolon. Medina. That's big. That's big right there for Earl Medina. His first triple of the game.
Gotta gonna stop here if you're Adamson. You know, we're under the 4-minute mark. Defense is the key here.
Shanoda. Bagay wants it in the post. Shanoda gets it to Jude. Eto na si Jude Bags. Binabangga ang depensa. Oftana. Oftana to EJ. And that's 3 in the key for EAC.
Tough break there for EAC, but a good stop for Adamson. You know, they're only down 8. There's still a lot of game left to be played. So offensively here, they need to be more efficient. They got to get to that paint. If nothing's there, kick it out for a 3. Got to be ready to shoot. So let's see here if they could go to that same play where they drive inside, paint touch, and kick out outside for a 3.
Nako, parang may iniinda pa si Erolon here. Grimacing a little bit. That's a good sign. He's bringing the ball up the floor right now. A crucial possession here for Adamson. Bola na kay Anabo. Precious Jonah on the bench now. He leads Adamson with 18. Erolon to Perez. Nabitawan ang bola. Oftana comes up with a steal. Ochavo. They go down low to Oftana. EJ Castillo, Kobe ng Imus.
You know, they're saying right now on the Adamson bench, hanap ng tao. They weren't able to find EJ Castillo there in that fast break, and he makes him pay for it.
Biggest lead of the game now for the EAC Generals. Medina for 3. And the smallest man on the floor comes up with a board. The EAC Generals looking to dethrone the Adamson Soaring Falcons here in the Collegiate Cup. A ray of hope for the Soaring Falcons here. Anabo will head to the line for 2.
Good take there by Eman Anabo. As soon as he received that ball, he sweeps baseline, goes up, keeps the ball high, takes the contact, and able to draw that foul. Got to be quick action here on offense for Adamson.
Quality dimes on display, brought to you by our home court, ENDERUN Colleges, here in Taguig. "17 points in the game, 3 threes made for Eman Anabo. He's been doing everything he can. He's doing everything he can to try to give Adamson the win here. Yun nga lang, etong EAC, ang daming armas eh.
You know, EAC, every single player on their squad can really score and make something happen on the offensive end. They could attack, shoot a 3 ball, they're confident, and they all have that green light from Coach Gerson. They're able, you know, if someone is open for a fast break 3, they're able to make it happen.
I think there might be a wet spot on the floor. Yeah, that's what they are wiping right now with the mop. Kasi nga, as we mentioned, heavy downpour here. Time check, 2:37 p.m. 2:32 pala, sorry. But we have 2.25 remaining here in the fourth. Meron tayong sweaty towel or motorcycle helmet alert.
Oh, man.
Mas pipiliin ko ata yung motorcycle kesa sa sweaty towel.
Yes, exactly. I had to dry clean my sports jacket right after that. Take a shower. Everything. An everything shower.
Well, it's gonna be a different celebration, Justin, if in case may pagpatuloy ng EAC itong magandang pinapakita nila ngayon. Because there will be an actual trophy celebration.
Yes.
You already presided over the first one today. Again, congratulations to the SPC Ravens. Don't worry, maayos po yan sa mga nag-tune in kanina at nakita na masyadong na-excite yung mga players nila.
Feeling ko baka mangyari din to sa mga generals. Baka mamaya.
Pakisabihan na po. Pakisabihan na po. Mag-ingat. At medyo malikot din ang mga batang yan.
On the court, they're focused and they're lasered in on the task at hand. Pero pagkatapos ng laro, balik pagka college students agad eh.
Oo. Umaalog yung sahig eh. Meanwhile, Anabo scores on the free throw. 18 points for Eman Anabo. Does Adamson have one last run in them? 2 for 2. Full court press. EAC able to get it across safely. Chavo approaching the final 2 minutes here in this game. Kylo Chavo. Oftana. Oftana too strong. Adamson's got to move. Oh, and that is a sorry turnover.
You don't want to do that under 2 minutes. You want all the possessions you can if you're coming back in this game. So now this stop is very, very important.
Jude Bagay and the Generals looking for a potential knockout punch. Bagay up and under. Jude Bagay! What a play!
Wow, nice patient move from Jude Bagay. Nice fake step through into a shot. I mean, fundamental footwork coming from Jude Bagay.
10-point lead for the Generals. Anabo to Jonah. Jonah, ayaw pang bitawan. 3-point play opportunity on the way. 20 points for Precious Jonah.
You know, Precious Jonah has been one of the lone bright spots here for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Defensively, he's alive. Defensively, he's getting stops, and on the offensive end, he's aggressive, looking to score each time he receives that basketball. So credit to Precious Jonah for the work that he's put in against EAC.
7-point lead. Adamson desperately needs a stop right here. Bagay. Ochavo gets it to Castillo, back to Kyle. Generals milking the clock. Ochavo. Ochavo to Castillo. Castillo spins, throws it out. Oftana. In and out. And Anabo comes up with a board. Medina. Cross-court pass. Erolon. Erolon in and out. Masakit para sa Adamson. Castillo. And EAC continues to milk the clock here. Coach Nash Rosella calls a timeout.
What a game for EAC. I mean, they just continue to show that they are one of the strong runners here for this championship in season number 5. How deep their lineup is, how deep their squad is, how talented they are, and how aggressive they are each game they play. You know, defeating an Adamson team isn't a very easy task, and they're at the brink of it, 33 seconds away from it. I mean, it's not over just yet, but EAC continues to show their prowess.
Quality dimes on display, brought to you by ENDERUN. As we see this tough finish by Eman Anabo. Anabo with 19 points. So the winner of this conference will play the North Conference. And from the looks of it, malaki ang tsansa ngayon ng EAC Generals. And in case they go on to win this, well-deserved. Kasi as we have been saying, they have the best record in the group of death. 5-1 sa ngayon. Ang JRU lamang ang nakatalo sa kanila.
6-1 in a conference that they're in. Just goes to show how tough and talented this team is. You know, there's a lot of teams out there that are very tough. They play 94 feet. But then you combine it with the talent that they do have on the offensive end and the young guys that they do have and the coaching staff that they have. I mean, this team is going to be a fun team to watch moving forward in this year. And I'm really, really excited what the Generals will do in their upcoming season.
33 seconds to play. Erolon. Franzman. Franzman gives it to Jonah. A lot of space to operate. Jonah pulls up. Okay. Precious Jonah with a long ball.
Wow. Precious Jonah showing us he has a bump step back jumper. So it just goes to show Precious Jonah here isn't giving up just yet.
22 puntos para kay Precious Jonah. And Adamson comes up with a steal. Anabo. Jonah with a rim rattler. Hindi pa tapos to.
Wow. Just like that, tides are changing. Just like we thought, EAC might come out with a win, but Adamson with a steal and a couple of baskets and we're here.
Anabo, extra pass, two-handed dunk for Precious Jonah. Somebody put that on Instagram.
Wow, what an unselfish pass there from Anabo. He could have shot that wide open three, but decides to dump it down to Jonah for an easy 2 points. Now they're only down one possession. Let's see here what kind of trap Adamson will deploy here in this possession.
So it is a one possession game. I'm guessing you try to go for the steal.
First thing you do is try to get that steal, and if you don't, you foul right away. But when you look at the team fouling story, it's EAC with penalty. Adamson has 0 fouls, so that's a lot of fouls to make in 16 seconds. So let's see. First thing is a steal. If not, got to play this fouling game now.
On the floor for the EAC Generals, Jude Bagay, Wilmar Oftana, MJ Raimundo, Kylo Chavo, and EJ Castillo. The best possible offensive lineup for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Can they hold on and possibly dethrone the Adamson Soaring Falcons here? Game on the line. They get it to Bagay. MJ Raimundo has it. EJ Castillo. And Castillo is fouled. Pero gaya ng sinabi mo, Justin, ang dami pang kailangan gawin ng Adamson dito bago umabot sa penalty. That was just the first team foul.
Got to foul right away here, unless you try to get a steal. But now it's only down to 10 seconds, so you got to foul right away if you can't get that steal.
MJ Raimundo. Oh no! MJ Raimundo threw the ball away.
Oh my goodness.
What?
This cannot be happening right now. I mean, the referees will review this one, but from what we saw, it looked like MJ Raimundo just threw it out of bounds, miscommunication on the play. I don't think any of the Adamson guys tipped it. So an interesting review here by the officials. Let's see what will the call be.
Assistant coach Gilbert Lau is drawing up the play here for the Adamson University side while the play is under review. Wow, the defending champions aren't defending champions for nothing.
Yeah. Championship DNA prevails. So let's see here if that championship DNA will continue this comeback. Crucial possession, less than 10 seconds left to go. Curious to see what kind of quick hitter will Coach Gilbert Lau draw up for the Falcons.
Sabi ng Adamson, wag muna ilabas yung mga helmet, wag muna ilabas yung mga basang tuwalya. Hindi pa tapos to.
Oh man, what a game. The jinx.
This was a 10-point lead, Justin.
Yes, definitely. It looked like a finished summary, but it looks like Adamson turned around, and a couple of turnovers from EAC has caused this comeback. So let's see here what Adamson has under the sleeve.
Eto na po, mga kaliga. Down by 3. With 9 seconds to play, Adamson University with a chance to tie the game should they go for a 3. Dangerous pass ends up in the hands of Erolon. Erolon throws it to Franzman. Franzman from way out, off the mark. And the EAC Generals seem to have been fouled here. But that was a long shot by AJ Franzman, a Hail Mary that went off the mark. The referees say, tapos na. It is over. The EAC Generals are the champions of the West Conference of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 5.
Wow, I mean, that shot by AJ Franzman, a lot of time on that clock still, but I don't think he realized that. But what a game with the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals being able to pull this one off from a scary, almost comeback from the Adamson Soaring Falcons.
77-74, your final score. 3 players in double figures for EAC. MJ Raimundo and EJ Castillo both with 14 markers. Wilmar Oftana with 10. Jude Bagay finishing with 9 points. Clint Bonus coming off the bench to score 7. So total team effort, Justin, for the Generals.
Yeah, the Generals just continue to show how deep their lineup is.
Adamson, alma mater.
dear. All hail thy name. In our wandering far and near, we'll spread thy fame. We deem thy portals hallowed, true wisdom we have followed. In every climb our loyal hearts will never fail. Through changeless time, dear Adam, song you hail. Bring out thy honor high, Tabu and high. Lift our voices to the sky with raging might. Each noble son and daughter from thee will never falter. Through every art to keep us faithful, strong and pure. God grant us power to make our triumph sure.
Magandang hapon mga kaliga and welcome to the West Conference Championship Awards ceremony. And we'd like to congratulate both teams for a successful season number 5 here at the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. But before we continue, I'd like to call Anton Rojas, my partner, to help me present the West Conference Championship trophy here at midcourt, as it was a phenomenal game between both of these teams as we announce the West Conference champions, a 6-1 record here in season number 5. That is the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. Please come and join us here at the midcourt for a quick photo op as the Generals celebrating early. Coach Gerson, congratulations. Congrats mo, Coach. As this is the West Conference champions. Dito po tayo sa gitna. Picture po muna tayo, Coach. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congrats. As our photos are here, compact po tayong lahat. Yan. There we go. Okay po, thank you very much. Congratulations to the EAC Generals, Coach Gerson. A couple of questions lang sa'yo, Coach Gerson. As we take a quick selfie muna with the team manager. Ayun. Coach Gerson, you guys 6-1 po kayo dito sa season number 5 ng Pinoy Liga. What has been the preparations with the young guys of your team to make sure that you guys are successful here in season 5?
Siguro everyday lang, everyday practice. We go hard at each other. Each time we practice, minsan nga, sobrang physical na. I need to restrain the boys. And then, yun nga, naging maganda naman yung resulta.
How do you spread yung wealth dito sa team nyo? Ang dami nyong players na napakagaling, young talent, and you have veteran guys. Paano mo sila nabibigyan pa ng kumpiyansa pag hindi sila nakakalaro, pero next game maglalaro sila na matagal? How do you manage everyone's expectations?
Actually, it's working and playing alongside with each other. Kailangan ready sila to step up each and every time. Kung hindi sila nakalaro ngayon, maybe on the next game, they need to step up. Katulad ng isang game, wala si Ochavo Castillo, and then nag-deliver naman yung mga bench players natin. Okay, yun lang. We just support each other. Walang individual players dito na nag-excel. We want everyone to excel. We want the team to excel for the EAC community.
Coach Gerson, congratulations again for the West Conference Championship here in season number 5. And now we'd like to announce the best player of the game of this matchup from the EAC Generals. 14 points, 5 steals, 3 rebounds, and 2 dimes. Number 31, MJ Raimundo. As we ask MJ to come over here by center court for a couple of questions, MJ. Congratulations, come best player of the game here today. MJ, 6-1 kayo dito sa Season 5. Nandito na kayo sa Final 4. Ano ang preparation and mindset nyo to try to get that Season 5 championship?
Sinisimulan talaga namin sa training go hard sa training, tsaka focus. Binabukas na namin yung tawanan sa loob ng court. Challenge namin yung isa't isa sa loob, tapos keep improving lang, tapos chemistry namin, dinadagdagan po namin.
Nakikita natin when you're on the floor, pag nasa iyo yung bola, hindi ka nagmamadali, composed ka lang, you always go to your spots. How did that instinct come into your game?
Siguro na papractice ko rin kasi siya sa laro ko, sa training ko ganun So yun, napapractice ko naman siya, tsaka yung laging catch and shoot, ganun, yung lagiging mahinahon sa loob, dapat yun lang din lagi.
MJ, congratulations and good luck sa journey nyo here in season number 5, as that is gonna be it for the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup season number 5 here on this Saturday afternoon. Don't go away just yet. We still have one more juniors game coming your way. This has been the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup season number 5. I'm Justin Alfonso alongside Anton Rojas, and we'll see you back here again at the ENDERUN College Titan Gym in Taguig City.